of protest. We are in the days of revolution. You see, protests which started in Kenya, which was a peaceful protest, turned into riot. And at the end of the day, the Kenyan protest has been able to generate a little bit of result. Because of that, the youth in other parts of African nations are agitating to also protest and have the same result. All the way from Nigeria, even Ghana, Ghanaians are also orchestrating or planning a demonstration which will come on very soon. Nigerians also are agitating. We don't know where they are right now, the giant of Africa. Respect. And now the protest has now landed with Museveni, the president of Uganda, M7, the 79-year-old man who is in power who have been in power for 40 years. Before we get to Uganda and find out what is happening there, the brutality in Uganda, not only Africa, but even Bangladesh, there have been protests in Bangladesh. How many of you know?
We are gathering here as members of Mercer University
in support of the student protest in Bangladesh.
People are suffering in Bangladesh.
We want justice for the lives lost.
All students' life matters.
More than 50 people have been killed.
বাংলাদেশের নাগরিক হিসেবে আমরা ছাত্রদের নিরাপদ জীবন চাই।
Recently, anti-protests in Bangladesh have led to violent clashes between police and university students. At least 150 people have died. So you can clearly see that the protests in Bangladesh is also influenced by the protests from Kenya. These recent protests in Kenya have actually influenced the youth across the continent and across the globe to stand and ask for better living from their government. In Bangladesh, some of those involved in the protests have shared their experiences with the media. One student said the protesters in the capital city, they wanted a peaceful rally, but the police ruined it by what? Attacking them. The protest in Bangladesh was about the quotas on job, which means that 50% of state job has been reserved for various category of people, including 30% of family of those who fought in the country's 1971 war of independence. And the people say no, they want it off. The citizens are on the street protesting against the government to remove the quotas on the job. They cannot be in the country where they will be looking for job, and they cannot give it to them because the job is reserved for a particular group of people. The government has been against the protest, and at the end of the day, the people went on the streets forcefully, and they have clashed with the police, and there was brutality, and people lost their life. Security forces are being accused of using too much forces, but the government blamed the political opponent for the unrest. The protest started after the quotas were imposed on government jobs. Most of these quotas have been scrapped by the Supreme Court after the protest. There has also been a nationwide internet blackout, restricting information flow. Thousands of soldiers were enforcing curfew, and a whole lot has happened, which I'll cover in my next video. And please don't forget to subscribe to stay updated. Now in Uganda, the people of Uganda also said they want to replicate what the Kenyans have done. They want to also hit the street and then protest against corruption. Museveni, the president of Uganda, said no, that thing is not going to happen under his nose. So he first of all warned the citizens that they are playing with fire. Museveni, the 79-year-old man who has ruled Uganda for nearly 40 years, he said in a speech on television that the anti-corruption march or protest will not be allowed. Now, first of all, listen to him.
It was definitely a miscalculation for the schemers to imagine that they can use such anti-people techniques in a country led by the original National Resistance Army. You make that miscalculation, you do so at your own risk. I can assure you of that. Whoever you are. Do you have to seek to generate chaotic behavior? What right do you have? We are busy producing wealth. You are getting cheap food. Other people in the other parts of the world are starving. They are crying for hunger. And you here, you want to disturb us. You are playing with fire, because we cannot allow you to disturb us.
Now, after the warning by Museveni, the people of Uganda said, "Pao, them no go agree. They are going to go on. Nobody can stop them." Many young Ugandans said on social media that they are still planning to march to the country's parliament, even though the police have not given a permit for the protest. Before the protest started, interestingly, some young protesters have started sharing their photos on social media, asking people to remember them if they don't return home. One of them shared on Twitter, "Just in case I get abducted or die in the march, use this photo to create awareness. Tell my mom I play a big role in saving my country. She will be happy." Another person wrote, Tomorrow, I will join my fellow young people as we march to the parliament against corruption in Uganda. We will face danger, and if something happened to me, this is my official portrait. A group of lawyers and activists said in a letter that the police cannot stop peaceful protests by law. According to what they wrote, they said, the police cannot stop a demonstration but can regulate it to make sure it follows the law. Uganda opposition leader Bobby Wine said he supports the protest, which he clarified is organized by the young people of Uganda and not his NUP party. Bobby Wine also said that his party's headquarters had been surrounded by security forces and some party leaders were violently arrested before the protest. In Uganda's capital, Kampala, many people were arrested during the anti-corruption protests despite a government ban. According to report, about 60 people, including a famous TV presenter and 3 young protest leaders, they were arrested and quickly brought to court and sent to jail after the march to the parliament. The harsh prosecution and arrest has proven that Museveni actually meant it when he told the protesters that they are taking a big risk, they should not try it. The protest was organized on social media with people angry about long-standing corruption involving top public officials. The police had previously announced that they did not permit the march and will stop any protest that threaten Uganda's peace and security. On Tuesday, riot officers set up roadblocks and security forces blocked roads and guarded the parliament building, waiting for anybody that will come on board. Photos all over social media show protesters with signs saying "Stop corruption" and calling parliament a den of thieves. The president of Uganda Law Society said one hearing had about 50 people charged, adding that the trial was rushed. They were arrested, taken to court quickly, and sent to prison without getting bail. Writing on social media after the march, Bobby Wine, the main opposition, praised those who protested against corruption and bad governance, despite the harsh action by the military and police. According to what he wrote, he said, the authorities have been arresting young people whose only crime is holding up a sign. He added that legal and support team will help those in need and arrested. Now, before we watch the brutal arrest of the deputy president, watch this video. This is a video of the first protester who made it to the parliament. Look at what they did to him.
Corruption at parliament, it is at high speed. Yes, I'm here standing at the parliament. Corruption is now at high peak. Everyone is corrupt in offices, RDCs, CAO, district, each and everything. Everything is corrupt. I'm here demonstrating at the parliament so that Ugandans, it is our voice to come out. This is our voice.
Why are you making?
What are your demands?
What are your demands?
What are your demands?
Now watch what they did to a deputy president. Look at what they did to her.
I believe I am, because I need to engage with our people. You know, as a judicial. Hello. Good morning, Good morning. You're putting on a jacket. My name is Dr. Lena Zedriga. Yes. Hello. And my office is here as the deputy president. What is happening? We need to engage. We have been engaging even with IGP. You remember? Yes. I have actually been calling what is happening.
People power, our power.
I have come to be in my office. Okay? No.
Don't push her.
Please. Why are you pushing her? Why are you pushing her?
Don't push her. Don't push her. Don't push her. This is the president. She's a Madam President. Don't push her. 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 Don't. That's my human rights. Respect human rights. You go back. Respect human rights. Go back. Don't push her. You are killing her. You are killing her. You are killing her. You are killing her.
So lovely people, at this point I can clearly say that the Uganda government is a tyrant, because this is not the democracy they are preaching to us. This is autocracy.